Hacker here. I need you riding shotgun with me. It's high school football coverage like you've never seen before. Duval County, St. Johns County, Clay, Nassau, Baker. We're going to get after it and get an in-depth look at these programs all over Northeast Florida. This is Hackers High School Football Tour. Let's go. Bartram Trail High School opened in the year of 2000, and this football field right here has had memories galore in the last 23 years. District championships after district championships, college blue chipper after college blue chipper, and amazingly, one head coach in that entire time. You'll meet him in a moment. One of the best programs in Northeast Florida resides right here. This is Bartram Trail football. We're here in St. Johns County, Bartram Trail High School. As you can see, an awesome weight room here at Bartram Trail, and the head man in charge, head coach Darrell Sutherland. Coach, how you doing?
Doing great. Thanks for having us.
Coach, always appreciate you hopping on with us. And we were talking 23 years the Bartram Trail High School has been in existence. You've been the head coach for 23 years. Yes, you have been the coach for every football game that has ever been played here. You ever reflect on that, just the longevity you've had here?
I do. I really like to count my blessings. I think just kind of starting with that attitude of gratitude and the fact that we've had an administration that's been so supportive here, that I've had a great staff that I've been able to work with. My own 3 kids have come through this program. It's been an awesome place to raise a family and get to be a coach.
You know, it's public schools can be obviously different than private schools, but you guys continuously, year after year after year, deep run in the playoffs, district championships. Why have you had such a successful public school program?
Well, I think it starts with we've got great young men, really high quality young men that just are very high character. They love to work, they love to compete, and so they come out here and they get better every single day. And then, as I mentioned, we've had a very supportive administrative staff. They love sports. They see it as a continuation of the classroom. And then the staff that I've been able to keep for the longevity here has been awesome. They're great men and great football coaches.
How have you seen high school football evolve from when you started here, I guess in 99, 2000, to where we are today?
Well, part of our goal is to get better every single day. We want to get 1% better in everything that we do, and I feel like we're not the only ones doing that. That obviously I think just the level of football has really increased over the years.
Darrell Sutherland of Bartram Trail, you talk about some of the great players you have had, and you've had some really good players at this program. Sure. You got another one this year. In fact, you got a couple. Let's focus on Sharif Denson, committed to the University of Florida. What about Sharif makes him the player that he is?
Well, I'd say one of the things I've told every coach that's come through is that he is a great football player, and you guys can see that on the film, but I can tell you he's an even better young man. That he's a guy that's going to go make your campus better, not just your football program better. And that's something I can say in all sincerity, and I think that's one of the reasons that he's so good on the football field, is that he's a guy that not only has he gotten better and better, and he's really been very conscientious about his practice efforts and everything that he does to try and get better, but he also makes everybody around him better. He takes it upon himself to make sure that everybody else is competing and rising up. We talk about, we don't call guys out, we call guys up, which means you've got to go do it first, and then you call your teammates up to that level, and he's a great example of that.
You know, 2 final questions for you, Coach. Number 1, you've been here 23 years, but we talk about the staff, and I remember having you on the Friday Night Lights probably 15 years ago. You gave your phone to your offensive coordinator, your defensive coordinator. You want other people to take the credit. Kudos to you for doing that, but certainly your staff has obviously helped you along the way.
They're incredible. I tell people all the time, I get way too much credit for everybody else's hard work. It's a group effort, but I've been really blessed. I've got guys that make me better every day. And as I said, I've had my own kids come through this program, and they're better because of the mentorship of the guys that I get to coach with.
As we've gone along in this Hackers High School football tour, St. Johns County is unbelievable. right here at Bartram Trail, you see what you got here and what you guys have done for 23 years. We talk about Creekside, Ponte Vedra, St. Augustine, Menendez. I don't think St. Johns County football holds a candle to anybody. I mean, I think they are right there at the top in north central Florida, quite frankly. Why do you think all the programs in this county, year in and year out, are very, very good?
Well, first, I completely agree with you. You know, when we do our schedule, we try and schedule the toughest opponents we can possibly schedule. And the great thing is so many of them are here local, right here in our county. So we're getting to play county rivals that are also really great football teams. But there's great coaching in the area. There's great community support. You've got young men that are very similar to ours as far as just tough, hard-nosed kids that love to work and get after it. And I think competition breeds more competition.
23 years for Bartram Trail High School. There hasn't been another person head coaching the football team other than Darrell Sutherland. Coach, that is unbelievable. Congrats on all your success. Best of luck moving forward.
I appreciate it. Thank you. We're talking about power cleans and the other things that we tell guys all the time they're student athletes, and we feel like it's really important to not just say it, that we show them that that's important. It's pretty impressive when, one, you look up there and those are all guys that are getting on the field and making plays, and two, that's our top 10, and we still have a few more guys that have over a 4.0 GPA that didn't make it on the top 10. So. Samaj represents everything you want from your players. He always comes to class prepared, completes his work, helps his classmates who are struggling. He's respectful and polite. I would love to have a class full of students like him. That's it. So remember, we talk all the time about being the thermostat instead of the thermometer, right? That's a good job setting the temperature in there. Yeah. Previous weeks, right? Our first week was what? Purpose. So it should always come back to that. Are you taking steps towards being the man you want to be? Right? Ultimately, your purpose, right, should affect the decisions that you're making. So when we talk about choosing to go through the narrow gate, when we talk about choosing the difficult right over the easy wrong, right, that it comes down to self-discipline fits right in that category. All right, so Sergio's got the Players Council message for you. You guys give your hand.
Do your own job, and everyone else does their own job, then you will win. It is a key to everything that you do in your life, to success, football, social settings. When you're in the social settings, you go to a party and all your friends are there, but then you see drinking. You need to leave. Yeah, that's a self-discipline. Self-discipline's like a muscle in your body. Every single day, you have to train it, so it gets stronger and stronger. And once your self-discipline is strong, then you will succeed in life.
Coach, that was unbelievable. The entire team in the cafeteria here at Bartram Trail getting after it in that meeting. What was that all about?
Well, so at the end of practice, we have a quick team meeting where we just discuss the theme from the week. We have a different character theme that we do every week, and so this week, it started with purpose week 1, and then it builds each week. This week was self-discipline. We have a coach present that theme on Monday, and then a player present it on Wednesday, and that's the part that I love, is one of the teammates getting up, and those guys are in there with their peers, and they're presenting what the theme of the week means to them, and how they're going to apply it, kind of how they're going to challenge their teammates.
Coach, I noticed this banner on the wall up here, former player of yours with a lot of things written down. What is this banner all about?
Well, so this is also our offensive unit meeting. So when we come in here, I wanted the guys to see this. I'm a firm believer that you can say 1,000 things one time, and there's not a real great chance to remember, but you can say one thing 1,000 times and they'll more likely remember it. So that's kind of what we've done. Our BTHS man, the BTHS stands for brotherhood, which I'll say brotherhood, and then the team yells team before self. So that's that whole idea of putting the team first. And then the T stands for tough. I'll say tough, and they say focus and finish. So we're focused on being excellent in everything that we do. That's the Semper Virtus, our motto. Humble and then smart. So it's BTHS, brotherhood, tough, humble, smart. And those are the pillars of our program. The young man in this picture, Joel Raggins, the running back for us in that, his son is playing for us this year.
Oh my God.
One of the best players in Northeast Florida resides right here in St. Johns County at Bartram Trail High School. His name is Sharif Denson. Sharif, how we doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Bartram Trail, we're out here. This is your home, been your home for many years. Sharif, what makes this school so special? Because you guys pile wins and wins and wins up every single season.
I feel like it's really like the culture that we have here, like the values that the coaches and Coach Sutherland instills into the players, like that it's carried on like through practice, through just their normal living at the school. So like that really changes the demeanor of the player and just how good the player can be.
You've seen many great teammates of yours come through here, go on to college, and now it's your senior year. You're the guy, right? When people play Bartram Trail, they're kind of playing Florida Gator commitment. We'll get to that in a moment. Sharif Denson. So do you welcome those expectations, knowing that you're kind of the guy wide receivers and quarterbacks want to go after?
Most def. I'm a guy who looks for competition for sure. So like if it's a number one wide receiver like that week, then like I'm excited. Like I'm pumped up because I don't really get that many targets like from the district games, the regular games. So I'm excited. I want the look for sure.
Do you find that quarterbacks try to avoid you, or do they like that challenge of going after the highly rated commitment, if you will?
I feel like it depends, like what kind of team they are. Like if they're just a throwing team who doesn't care who like they're gonna throw to, then I mean they might come after me. But if it's a team who kind of knows who I am, they probably will stay away.
You know, a lot of Gator fans are watching this. We talked to Trayon Webb last week at Trinity Christian on Hackers High School Tour. You will join him at the University of Florida next year. You were the first of the Northeast Florida guys to commit to Billy Napier and the Gators. There's 4 total. Sharif, what was it about Billy Napier? What was it about the Gators that led you that direction?
I just feel like the time was right. The coaching staff, the foundation, where it's at, like everything it was right for me. And then like PT, he was like the only DC that like I was ever being recruited by that made like but I came up to Florida one time. That was like the first time me meeting him. So then he put together like a highlight video of like my highlights, but it was also like mixed in with like his players' highlights from like Louisiana, Lafayette. And it was like us doing the same thing. And it was basically showing like how I could fit into the defense. And like you can't tell a DC no like after they show you that, because like they just showed you how they're gonna use you into the scheme and the defense. So that was really like a plus and a benefit for me.
Of course, PT is Patrick Toney. What about Corey Raymond? We've heard so much about Corey Raymond and how he gets guys ready for the league. Did that play any factor in your decision?
For sure. All the grades he put out, I mean, the most recent Darius thing, like anybody who can get coached by somebody who's put out that many grades, like just an opportunity to be coached by him, it's a blessing. So him being there definitely was a plus for me.
What about 4 guys from Northeast Florida? Jaden Robinson, Lake City, Columbia, yourself here at Bartram Trail, as I mentioned, Trayon Webb at Trinity, and Marcus Stokes at Nice. It's been a while since Florida has done this well in the Jacksonville area. Do you sense that they are putting a priority on Northeast Florida again?
Yes, sir. I feel like they are. And I mean, if they can staple down the guys that are in their area, they can continue to move on and move larger and get bigger and get an even bigger class. So I feel like if they secure the guys like in their backyard, then things are only going to get better.
I want to ask you about 2 head coaches. Let's start with the future head coach. Gator fans don't get the interaction with Billy Napier that you've gotten. You got to look him eye to eye. You've had conversations with him. Tell Gator fans a little bit about Billy Napier. What kind of guy is he?
He's a guy he's going to hold the team to a certain standard, and I love that. Like he's a Coach Sutherland-esque coach. Like everybody is held to a certain standard, and these are what everybody has to go by. And then like everybody grows together. Like the grinding, everything is done together as a team. Like it's a true brotherhood. So I feel like the best teams, like the most connected teams, are teams like that are like that. So I'm excited to play in the gym.
Have you seen the new facility? And if so, what's your thought on it?
So I had went when we had the 7-on-7 event at the UF, but it was almost done. It wasn't completely done. So I could kind of see like it was forming together. It was going to be really nice, but I haven't been like in the new renovated one yet. So I'm excited this weekend.
And when you committed, I had you on the night you committed. You're on Twitter, you're on social media, you're trying to get other guys to commit. You know, you're helping the cause a little bit. Trayon Webb, Marcus Stokes, same thing. When guys like you, 4-star commitments, are willing to do that, man, that's got to be a great thing, and the fan base really sees that and appreciates it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I always try my best to, when you're a good player, or like when you think you're a good player, like you want to play with good guys, so that at practice the level of competition has to rise up. Because I mean, you're good on good, and then that's just the only way to get better. Like ultimately, be a better team.
Final question for you, Sharif. Darrell Sutherland, 23 years here at Bartram Trail. What has Coach Sutherland meant to you?
He's just a mentor. He's just like he's really like a figure, like a figurehead. Like you can go to him for anything. Like he's gonna teach you how to really move in life as a man. Like not only just how to move in football, but like how to just move in life. And he's gonna teach you how to stand on morals. Like that's really what people need nowadays. So like that's a great thing that he's doing for us, and I appreciate him.
Thank you very much to head coach Darrell Sutherland and the great folks out here at Bartram Trail High School for their unbelievable hospitality, and best of luck to the Bears the remainder of the 2022 season. Next week, Hackers High School football tour returns to Duval County. Where are we heading? You'll have to find out. Thank you to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for bringing it to you. Hackers High School football tour rolls on. Let's go.